craving something deeper, and that is the humanity of you. This is why society is a limitation, right? Society was created and it's often controlled by other people. The establishment, the one percenters, the influential folks who make decisions, often that help themselves. Corporations often write laws that benefit themselves. They often get stamped approval for it. This is society. Right? It's not fair quite often, etc. But humanity is something different.
This is the Douglas Robbins Show.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the program. Something that I've been just wanting to speak on for quite a while, and I'm probably going to start doing more solos again. Still have guests on the show. With things where our society is right now, and things seems to be crumbling and not going in the direction I think a lot of people want. I want to talk about the difference between humanity and society, because we hear about society, right? That's something that's man-made. Right? Society was created. Institutions, societal beliefs, such as religion and how we view money and or goods, how we treat people, maybe laws, etc. Those are societal designs. What we're supposed to want, cars, houses, whatever it might be. What are we supposed to want? So we're often trying to fit the square peg into the round hole. And why it doesn't work, because society is often about goods and services, right? Ever since I was a kid, we were, let's say, homogenized. Everybody is supposed to want the same things. Get the A's so you can get the grades, so you can get into the college, so you can get the job, so you can make whatever and buy the cars and the house with the white picket fence and the 401k and all these tangible, physical, external goals. And I think people have been learning in recent years, yeah, it's nice to have the car or the motorcycle or what have you, but if it's putting you in debt and you're buying all this stuff because you're unhappy on the inside, it's not going to give you the satisfaction that you're seeking. You're craving something deeper. And that is the humanity of you. This is why society is a limitation. Right? Society was created and it's often controlled by other people. The establishment, the one percenters, the influential folks who make decisions, often that help themselves. Corporations often write laws that benefit themselves. They often get stamped approval for it. This is society. Right? It's not fair quite often, etc. But humanity is something different. Humanity is that broader self. That self that, yes, sure, food stuff is good, but that's not what the humanity is about. Humanity is from something broader. Humanity is from nature or God or whatever you want to call it. So it doesn't adhere to the same laws and principles that society is, because society was made up by people. Humanity was not made up by people. People are from humanity. Right? There's humanity that runs through people. And there's a difference between humanity and society, because the things that you're told to want in society, that nice sports car, right, is not going to get you the deep satisfaction you're actually craving. The deep satisfaction you're actually craving will only be found in your humanity. And that is fulfillment. That is living some higher purpose. It is not arguing with everyone who has a different opinion than you do. If everyone had the same opinion, we'd all be the same people. We'd be automatons. There'd be one person 8 billion times. That is not what we are here to be or experience. So the humanity within us all Do you understand your humanity, your purpose, what your drives are? And it's not to take something away from someone else. That's ego. That's society. That's envy and jealousy. Humanity, when you get back to it, is this beautiful, joyous, celebratory collective. Right? We are all not the same. I bring certain gifts forward as you may bring forward. But if you are hiding your gifts because of pain and shame, you bring that into society as pain and shame, and you're trying to hurt others then, most likely, because you're not dealing with your own stuff. And therefore you are suppressing your humanity. The world needs humanity now more than anything. And I mean that broader self, not the smaller self, not the wounded self that seems to be running amok in our society. Blame, blame, blame. Everyone's a victim. Everyone blames the other side. The problem with all that is label, label, label. Doesn't set you free either. So you can call someone a liberal or a conservative or vice versa or whatever it might be. Doesn't set you free. And the problem with these labels, this is a societal term, it shrinks and reduces somebody. So if you just call somebody liberal, for instance, what does that mean exactly? Are they all the same? Do they all think the same? Are there other aspects of who they are? Of course. These little labels, these two-dimensional labels, are very damaging, destructive, and incomplete and inaccurate. Someone might have whatever belief on one side and on the other. Right? People are a mix of things. They're not all one or the other. And the problem with the labels is they now separate us. You versus me, me versus you. But if you go to the higher mind, where humanity is, where your heart is, where your soul is, where the purpose of your life resides, it's okay for people to be other or different, because that is what we are supposed to be, other and different. But if you're respectful and considerate of others, people thinking something differently wouldn't matter. But humanity yearns for something greater. It yearns for progress. And I don't mean technological progress. The evolution of individuals, the evolution of society, meaning people, right? To keep moving forward and expand. That is our design. To share, to bring forward, to honor higher truths. It is not found in the bickering noise of social media. Right? That is going down the rabbit hole of confusion and chaos, and these algorithms just feed the fire. So we need to get somehow those things under control, because they're not serving us as a whole, and in fact they're manipulating us as a whole. So I want to ask you, how you're plugging into society, because it doesn't work, right? You feel less than, you don't have what you want, angry at other people. But if you step back into your humanity, the broader self, not the smaller mind of ego and blame and shame, but if you step into the broader self of humanity, what does your humanity want to bring forward? That's your beauty. That's your power. That is your truth. And that's what we all need to honor here. Because the humanity is a billion times what society is. This is where we're from. We can't control it the same way we try to control society. Can't bully humanity. This is where love is, but there's great power in our humanity. I just want you to think about that, because there is a difference between humanity and society, and we could not adhere to the limitations of society alone. It'll never work. We must step back into our humanity, and that drives everything around us. And that drives truth, genuineness, authenticity, sincerity, meaning. You're never going to find meaning in something external like a car. You might enjoy it, but it's fleeting. But when you do something deeply, when you help someone, when you connect to someone, when you share something, when there's laughter, those are the best parts of us. What you bring forward, what you honor, that's the best part of us. That's it. Hope you guys are doing well. Humanity is worth fighting for and honoring. Worth fighting for and honoring in you. Have a good day.
This is the Douglas Robbins Show.